And welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's a Wednesday night. I'm so glad to be here. Tonight, we're going to have a great show, great live stream, because we're going to be talking about martial arts. We're going to be talking about karate combat. And as you can see here, I'm wearing my Brave, as you can tell, my Brave shirt. And we're going to be talking about the two of them. And Austin, Texas, baby, right? Karate Combat number 46 coming up on the 30th of this month. Austin, Texas. I will be there. Actually. I'm got the honor of covering the event for Brave, and because Brave is an official sponsor of Karate Combat, and they have seen fit and doing me the honor of letting me go and kind of cover it. I'm going to be doing content and videos, and I'm probably going to be doing a live stream from the event, not as it's going on, more than likely, but beforehand. And just going to be a lot of really cool stuff going on, and I'll be talking about that more. We'll be having another couple live streams where we're talking more about it. But tonight I want to focus on basically what Karate Combat is. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to share my screen with you guys. And as you can see here, it's magnified. Let's lower it down. There we go. That's better. All right. Sheesh. All right. So let me just come over here. Check this out. There we go. Now, before we get started, people, remember, I am not a financial advisor, eh? I'm never going to tell you to buy, sell, hold. Do your own research. Conduct your own due diligence on this or any crypto project. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't spend money that's, you got to pay the mortgage, or you got the lights or food or gas for the car, or, whatever. Don't take money that's meant for something and put it here. This is only invest money that it's disposable. It's like, whatever, okay? Because crypto is volatile. So just remember that, and I want you to know that nothing I say is financial advice. I will share with you what I'm doing and give you kind of my perspectives on things, crypto projects that I'm in. And if I do videos on crypto projects or live streams, I will tell you it's part of my portfolio. Karate Combat, yes, my friends, Karate Combat is part of my portfolio. It has been, since it's been probably almost a year now, something like that. Towards like September, I think, of last year, along those lines. So not a year, but, within a year. And we know that the karate token is basically the digital token, the digital asset that powers Karate Combat. We're going to talk about that tonight. And we're also going to talk about how you can get involved and share with you, like, where can you watch the events. And what's the big freaking deal? What is the big deal about Karate Combat? Well, we're going to come back to this. So there's a few things. Man, my lights are bright. Here, I'm going to lean back. Hopefully that's a little bit better, not so radical. But so as we know, UFC is here, all right? They have been since the early 90s. I remember I was there. I saw the very first UFC. I've been to a lot of them throughout the years. Not recently, probably in the past, probably the past 15, 16 years. I really haven't been dialed in so much with that because, I'm a dad, I had kids, and I'm like, all right, well, I got to take care of them and, all this kind of good stuff. So, but I saw the evolution of UFC. Now, I'm not hammering UFC. Dana White did an amazing job coming in and just salvaging that company because it was going under, guys. All right, he came in and totally just like catapulted it to a whole nother level. My hat's off to Mr. White for doing such an amazing job, and it was amazing fighters through the decades. Wow, just incredible. But a few things I think over time have sort of like people's interest sort of has waned, because when you have basically, kind of a monopoly on the fight game, in that you're the only show, it's like WWE, all right? before they were, WWF, but they had competition back in the 80s and early 80s and then even into the 90s. It was not just them. You had competition. Competition is always good for the consumer, which is us. It's good for the fighters. It's just good. It's a good thing. So when you don't have it all like wrapped up, because then what happens is you get complacent and you get lazy. You know what I mean? You're just like, you're like, we don't need to try harder because we're the only game in town and that's it. Well, here comes Karate Combat around 2018. Slowly building, modifying what they're doing. And what I mean modifying is actually changing the fight paradigm. Normally, you get to the ring, it's a ring, it's, what you would expect, okay? Or a pit, or, whatever it would be. In this case, not so much a pit, it was, the cage, all right? That was the thing, the cage. Well, now Karate Combat is using a pit where it's got angled walls, which, when you're getting beat down and you got to go up and you can use those walls to your advantage, I mean, those things can come in handy or they can be a detriment depending on what side of the fight you're on. If you're winning, I mean, you can come off and do a Superman punch. You could do all kinds of crazy stuff. But if you're getting beat down, you get hit, man, you're just getting pummeled and it's, you may not have a good opportunity to get out of there. So they've included the pit. One of the biggest things that they've done, folks, is created a digital asset. The karate token came into existence, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, put it in the comment section of the chat whenever you're seeing this, I believe in May of 2023, they came out with the karate token. And that automatically shifted this company from just here, to bang. Now, at a higher level. Why do I say that? Well, because that digital asset is also a form of governance. If you have the karate token, and I'm going to tell you how you can get it and get some for free, and how you can get involved in the whole thing, you are able to have, again, say in what goes on with the league, with Karate Combat. For instance, you can create proposals, rule changes, enhancements, whatever. You can vote on said proposals. Maybe one of the founders creates a proposal, puts it out there. If everyone votes and they agree and everyone's at the consensus is like, yeah, let's do this, it gets done based off of the voting power, those who have the karate token. Now, another benefit of this is also how some of the fighters can get paid as well. They can get paid in karate token as well. So they have that as an option, right? And if you're hearing, I'll go try to edit this out here. Hang on for a second. But so if you have the karate token also, now what you can do is if you're a fighter, then you get a percentage of that. You can get a piece of the karate token as a benefit to your contract. Now, another really cool aspect of this is up-only gaming. So what is up-only gaming? So up-only gaming is essentially you download the app on Android, on your iPhone. You can do the web app. You download the app. You automatically believe, like when I did it, it was 88 tokens. I got 88 free tokens just for downloading the app. Now, up only is exactly what it is. It's up only. So what you're doing is you get a list on the app, or you can go to the website, however you want to do it. Most people, I think, use their phones. You open that up, and you can see who's fighting who. You can get backgrounds of the fighters, and you can vote on which fighter you feel will win that particular fight. So if you win that fight, then you win whatever the odds are, a percentage of tokens. If you lose, you don't lose anything. No tokens ever come out of your account. They just stay right there. So you either are going to gain more karate token or you don't. It's that simple. But nothing ever comes out of your account. Nothing ever comes out of your wallet. And your wallet is basically on the app. I mean, there's different ones you can do. You can store it on Hashpack, because Hedera also runs and is a big sponsor of Karate Combat. So you have a Hashpack wallet. And what was the other wallet? Shoots. There's another wallet that you can use. Blade Wallet's another one that you can utilize as well. Or you could just keep them on the app. I just keep mine on my wallet on the app. So that way I don't have to deal with switching things around. And you can go, and depending on the price, you can see how much they are. And you can, buy some if you want. You could buy from the app if you want. But you get free tokens when you download the app and you set up an account. So you have the ability, one, to have real governance, taking a traditional business model, all right, combat league. Now they add a digital currency to it, makes it now we're in the Web3 space. Now you're getting major partners, major sponsors, such as Brave Browser. Full disclosure, I'm a Brave ambassador. So I only use Brave on my phones and on my computers because I don't want to be tracked. I don't want to be retargeted by companies. I don't want to see ads when I'm on YouTube. I don't want to see that stuff. Who does? Right? So, and you have the ability, you can earn some BAT token as well. So BAT, basic attention token, powers the Brave browser. And there's so many other things about that, but I'm going to save that for an entirely separate video because it really deserves to be a separate video. Just suffice it to say that if you have Brave browser, you probably are going to be seeing, if you haven't already, Karate Combat show up on your homepage. All right. So now you have those, and you have Hedera, and you have just a bunch of other companies who are starting to really get involved with Karate Combat, and their rule set's really cool. Now, I love jiu-jitsu. I love ground fighting. But if you don't know anything really about that, you don't know really what you're watching, it's like watching paint dry. It can be. If you don't, like, what the hell are they doing? This person's here because it's like a chess game. It's like a chess game. It's like a chess match, right? Because it's like nothing's really happening, and then it does. Okay? So when you remove that to a degree, which is what Karate Combat has done, they've removed that aspect of it. Now, they have like pit submission series fights. That's separate. That's a whole different thing that they're doing. But they really focus on the stand-up, kick. I mean, when I started watching Karate Combat, guys, I was like, this reminds me of like old PKA stuff. You're seeing spinning back fist and wheel kicks, and you're punching. I'm like, that. I've always been a stand-up guy that way. I love stand-up fighting. All right, PKA, ESPN back in the 70s, in the 80s. All right, every Thursday night. Pro karate. Love it. Great. Any chance I got, I would watch that stuff because to me, I was like, wow, I loved seeing that. So that's my thing. That's my forte. I love seeing that. And when you watch a Karate Combat fight, you are seeing like spinning back fists. I mean, you're seeing techniques you wouldn't normally see if like jiu-jitsu was a big part of it because, once you turn your back, you better be on it because if you're doing a spinning back fist, you better be fast because the guy's going to shoot in, take you down, or whatever. We're able to see a different side of fighting than what we have experienced with UFC now. Okay, nothing against UFC, but diversity is a great thing. All right, diversity is a great thing. So that is that's a bunch of different stuff I gave you guys, because tonight's about educating you on what karate combat is. You have some major ambassadors. You have Boss Rutan. If you don't know Boss Rutan and you're into fighting, then you're not into fighting, because he is the man. For me, he was the man. Then you have George St. Pierre. So those two guys right there, the pedigree, having them on board, massive. And then going on, having Boss go on Joe Rogan and talk about karate combat. You can find it on YouTube. Okay? We're seeing also a lot of former UFC fighters coming over. And I'm not saying they're breaking their contracts, or maybe they were let go, or maybe, they got disenchanted with whatever. And we're starting to see former UFC fighters join karate combat. And you're also seeing different environments. I mean, every karate combat event is someplace else. Last month it was in Dubai, right? The month before was in Mexico, and they had it on the beach, right? The month before they had it at the president's mom's house. That was wild. You can look that up. Kickback 1. Go check that out. Some crazy stuff. So they are constantly moving things around, changing it up, and making it exciting, and where you're like, oh, what's next? This month, which just also happens to be around that exact same time as Consensus. So they are going to be there on the 30th and having in the arena, in their event center. So there's a lot of things going down with karate combat, and to get involved in it, it's really, really simple, right? If we come back here, just go to karate.com, right? Go to karate.com, then you can go over, you can see the fighters over here. Where are we? Where am I? Here we go. So now we're here. And then there's the events. And then here's the app, all right? So we can scroll down. So you can get it on Android, you can get it on iOS, or a web app. I don't have it as a web app. I don't have an Android. I do have it on my phone. All right. And all you really need to do is you can just log in. Okay. You connect your wallet and you can do it from there. So this just gives you an idea. And again, it talks about why download the app. We've talked about this, right? League governance, up only gaming. It's token gated, right? And you can't lose anything. And that's the cool thing, because it's not betting. It's voting is what we call it. We don't call it betting, because you're really not. You're voting for your fighter. Because betting means I bet that someone wins and then I hope I don't lose. Well, here there's no losing. So it's a vote. Pick your fighter, vote on the matchups. Really simple. And this is the pit I was talking about here. Really neat. Something totally different. Event dashboards. And this gives you essentially what the total supply is. Circulating supply. So which is total supply 110 billion, right? And circulating supply 26. Now, a lot of with what we're doing is we see here is a lot of this is going to fighters. It's going for marketing. And what I mean is you're getting free tokens. So this is kind of what this is about. So if you're wondering, wow, total supply is 110 million with only 26. This is what's out there. This is, again, a percentage of like fighters and things like that people are getting, or everyone's getting. And then Hedera. So I'm just kind of scrolling through here. I don't want to bore you with it, but this gives you token generation. It shows you where everything's going, when the unlock schedule is, etc. Again, I don't want to bore you with this. If you're interested for this, you can come back and look on your own, and you should. We go back to the events. Talks about KC46. You can get tickets, and then it's just you're able to see like the previous ones. Now, the really cool thing is you don't have to pay per per view to watch this. You can watch it pretty much anywhere. You can watch karate.com. You can watch it on, like Instagram, YouTube. YouTube is like the main one. Twitter, Facebook. It just shows you. Now, I would always live stream the events myself. And then I would do my own commentary, being that I have 40 years of martial arts experience. I would come in and it just adds a little bit of a different dimension. But anywhere you go, it's free, right? And I usually would give out free tokens too if you came in. We'd have a lot of fun with that. So this time I will be there, but I might be doing a small live stream, like a pre-event live stream. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know what's happening with that. And as you can see here, there's a store. You can go and you can pick up some stuff. I'm hopefully going to be bringing some stuff back, but you have hats and there's just all kinds of stuff here you can get. Beanies, So anyway, lots of fun there. But you can see in the fighters. I'm just running through this because I think it's important. And again, you can click on the fighters and you can see what they're about. I will be doing also another live stream where I'm going to do some fighter profiles before I leave, before the event. So keep your eyes out for that. I'll be talking about the matchups and kind of what I think. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But these are a lot of the fighters. Again, you can go back and then there's news, all that stuff. Okay. Calendar of events. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's just showing you, where it's going to be, which is consensus. So there's a lot of really cool things happening here. And as I said, it's really simple. You have nothing to lose. Research is going to be key. Make sure go to the website, read their white paper, go on their Twitter, join their official socials, right? Let's see here. Yeah, actually, I'm going to come back here. Hold on. All right. So you can come over here and you can go on X, right here. Then you have Discord. So you have the opportunity to see every place that they are at, and you can follow them. Very important, making sure that no one from any of these sites will DM you first. No dev, no founder, they're not going to DM you. If you get a direct message from anyone saying they are part of Karate Combat, like unsolicited, it's a scam, all right? You need to block that person, whoever they are, report them, do whatever you need to do. But scams are going to be massive. We're going to be seeing a lot more of that in this next bull cycle. So really, really be careful, because people that you think are talking to you, they may be impersonating someone else. So just remember, no one from any of these companies are going to DM you first. So just keep that in mind. Now, I'm covering a lot of different information, and I'm doing it fairly quickly, right? This is more about getting involved, if you want to get involved. I have no stake in the matter, okay? I'm not being paid or sponsored by Karate Combat or nothing, okay? If you're a fight fan and you want something different, even go watch the fights first. Go back and watch the previous fights. Go on my channel and watch some of the previous fights. Check it out for yourself, then decide. But again, you don't even have to bet, or you don't even have to vote, I should say. You can just hold on to your bag and not do anything. That's fine too. Or if you think someone's going to win and you see the odds, you're like, yeah, why not? Then you can do that too. It's totally your choice. It's totally up to you. But if you're a fight fan, or if you're a martial artist and you don't know about Karate Combat, you really need to do yourself a favor and check them out, right? I immediately saw the value in this combat league, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So check them out, and you'll get a chance to see how, if it works for you. I'm coming back up here now. And then, yeah. And remember also, just FYI, don't give out your seed phrases. If you're creating a wallet, and never give out information. Nobody in crypto who's ethical and honorable and up going to ask you for your seed phrases. They're not going to ask you for your passwords. They're not going to ask you for your account numbers. They're not going to ask you for any of that stuff. If anyone is asking you for any of your credentials, your login credentials, oh, we need to confirm this, and that's bullshit. All right, guys, you're going to get scammed. Someone's going to come in, they're going to wipe out, and this goes more for credit. This is like not just Credit Combat. This is everything. This is across the board. So just be careful. Just be safe. If you have any questions, if you're not exactly sure how to go about doing it, reach out to me. I will help walk you through it the best way I possibly can. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Keep your eyes out because I'm going to be doing some live streams with fight profiles and just a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about Brave and even more. So some exciting times coming up, guys. Some exciting times coming up. So thank you so much for being here. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps.